I have a very pleasant duty of introducing our guest of honor for the event. To begin with, we have with us Mr. Aniket Mhala, the CTO of Oracle. Mr. Mhala is a passionate, result-driven, self-motivated global practice head at Oracle, offering over 27 years of experience. He has led a team of 150 plus transformation leads, agile coaches, scrum masters, DevOps engineers, technical experts, and microservice SMEs. He completed his graduation in computer science engineering in 1993. He has worked in leading positions in various companies like Tech Mahindra and Capgemini. He specializes in microservices and DevOps. He has a strong experience of agile delivery management as a head of delivery center for large and complex program of over 300 professionals globally. He is a global speaker and author. For that matter, he has contributed in many internal Oracle and client conferences. He has actively participated on social media in terms of agile, DevOps, and microservice. At last but not the least, he has also published an article in CIO Review India which reflects on how important agile thinking is in today's digital world for making smart decisions. I would now request Mr. Mala to share his valuable insights with us today.
So, well, I would suggest this is the most awesome time from a student perspective, a valuable time from a student's perspective. They should leverage this time to build their competency, take their existing knowledge to the next level. Remember, due to COVID-19, everything is slowed down. It doesn't mean that it is going to stop. It means that the most of the industry initiatives, most of the industry's innovations, they have already planned. However, due to this global pandemic situation, it's a time to leave first and then grow later. Most of the companies care for their employees and therefore they are going slow. However, from a student perspective, as I mentioned, it's a great opportunity to build a competency. Very soon, the doors are going to get open from international and multinational companies. Even if TCS has already started, they are going to recruit probably 50k people across the globe. Most of the companies, they do have plan to hire talent. Even if because of this COVID, the entire model is going to change, but the software development or the software enhancement or innovations are not going to stop. I would say rather everything is going to happen in a new innovative way. Therefore, in this pandemic situation, students should build their technical muscles to be ready to play their career marathon soon in a couple of months. And this is what the most of the companies, they do have plans to restart their hirings, and it's going to be start heavily, but it will take time. In some cases 3 months, in some cases 6 months. But that's a wonderful opportunity to build our technical muscles, build our competency, and just be ready for that. First F, student has to focus. Second F, student has to get rid of fear. Okay, if they get rid of the fears and simply focus on building their technical muscles. See, every organization, every company wants to grow, whether it's a world war situation, whether it's a pandemic situation. As I mentioned, because of this global pandemic situation, everything has been slowed down for a certain period of time, but it will definitely bounce back, and the folks or the students who are taking or leveraging this time will get added benefits for sure. Yeah, according to me, it's purely based upon the nature of work. I mean, in most of the organization, if you take into the different sectors, if it's a chemical plant, or if it's a manufacturing industry, or if it's an automobile plant, where human intervention is must to use the machines and generate the products, then I would say that definitely with required safety, people will go and they have started doing their work. The plus point for IT industry is IT industry is already before pandemic working in a global distributed model. What does it mean? It means that people from USA, UK, India, China, just to quote an example, they were already working on a common goal as cross-functional team using a 24/7 model. That is, when the folks who are working in US, That time Indian folks are sleeping, but when Indian folks are working, our US colleagues are sleeping, but 24/7 productivity is there. So the model is very well there. So only the changes is that instead of coming together, sitting together, working together in a facility called as office, it has been went to the next level of distribution. Now, I would say that high level of distribution, instead of coming at 20,000 or 10,000 of people into one office in Mumbai branch, they are working from 20 or 200 different locations. Of course, we do have challenges. We face the challenges in terms of internet connectivity issues in a remote place and all those things. So most of the organization, even in our company, they conducted a survey. They asked the suggestions that what do you think are the best innovative ideas to work from home in such situation. And we captured plenty of ideas. We finalized those ideas and we converted into the new revised innovative working model or operating model. Okay. So which encourage to work for 45 minutes, take a break of 10 minutes, again work for the 45-minute cycle, take a break of 10 minutes, ensure that in a 10 minutes you are relaxing yourself, you are taking some kind of a care of your health. Then company has given guidelines in terms of what kind of infrastructure at your home you should use in terms of your table, in terms of chair, in terms of how you look towards the laptop. So all this training have been successfully completed in most of the company and helping folks your home as an office. So that's the concept. How do you convert your home or how do you convert your room as an office? How do you get a feel of office when you are working from home? So tools are already there and people are now heavily using those tools. And because of these video tools, just support Skype, Microsoft Communicator or Zoom, it is still possible to work out. It is still possible to see each other, understand the facial expression via video, and get a feel as we are one team, we are working together. There are certain companies who are still working on some kind of a model which will help team members to give some kind of a allowance if they are using heavy electricity and all those things. But it will take some time, and those kind of policies, different HRs are working on those policies, and different companies will have different policies, maybe as per grade level. But companies are now started working in that direction. How do they take care of their each and every employee when they are working using a model called as home as an office? And it is doable. We are doing it successfully, but as we are progressing, we are going to make it more and more fine-tuned, optimized, and fun-oriented. Basically, if you see, there is a transformation happening in our personal as well as professional life, old generation to next generation. We use earlier in 1915 black and white papers to read the news. If you see in 2020 smartphones, even if you see there is a transformation happening in the television industry, black and white TV to color TV to smart television. If you see a transformation is also happening in the vehicle industry or automobile industry, a car with a basic feature to an advanced modern car. So similarly, transformation is happening in education industry also. If you see 25 years before the educational institutes and today's educational institutes, a huge difference in terms of features, in terms of teaching methodologies, in terms of the course content. Similarly, IT industry IT industry is basically an industry which is cut across any other industry. I mean, IT industry is the backbone of any industry, whether it's a chemical, whether it's a manufacturing, automobile, government sector, healthcare. Every company or every organization is a technology company. Every company is moving from their old traditional technologies to modern technology, and we call it as transformation from legacy to modernization. So why the companies are moving into the modern technology world? Because most of the companies demand modern digital platforms. So why they need a modern digital platforms? They need a modern digital platforms to have a more end user satisfaction, faster time to market, whatever the applications products they have, it should have quality, stability, the product should be stable, a product or the application should be fault tolerant, zero downtime, lower maintenance cost, and recently every company wants to generate new revenue from their data. Now the question is, how every company will become a technology company and how every company will get these shared benefits. Therefore, there is a need to go to the next generation or a modern technology. Now, from a modern technology perspective or modern generation perspective, it is very important for students. What do you mean by next generation technology or modern generation technology? What kind of the skills they require in today's modern generation world? So there are fundamental 4 pillars in IT technology. As I mentioned, every industry is IT industry, every company is a technology company. Therefore, these are the 4 foundational pillars. On top of that, there are supporting pillars. So one of the pillars is DevOps, microservices, containerization or containers, and cloud. So these are the 4 important pillars using these four important pillars and the supporting pillars such as machine learning, AI, robotic process automation, blockchain, and so on and so forth. The small to big organization wants to build a cloud native applications, or they want to build a cloud native digital platforms. Therefore, as a student, you need to build your competency into all these foundational pillars and the supporting pillars. Let me repeat for you: DevOps, microservices, containers, Docker, Kubernetes, cloud, whether it's AWS Cloud, Azure Cloud, Oracle Cloud, Google Cloud, Cloud Foundry. But you should have a strong background or a strong foundation into these four pillars and become yourself expert in one of the pillars. But the cloud is I would say that cloud is a necessity. If you are not knowing cloud, you are already outdated. Therefore, when you choose your career, you have to think about this foundational pillar as well as the supporting pillar, that is DevOps, microservices, containers, cloud, and the AI, machine learning, blockchain, robotic process automation. There are a lot of open source frameworks and programming languages like Spring Boot, Java, Scala, Spark, Python. Choose the right programming language. Believe me, based on my around 27 years of experience in IT hardcore industry, there is a huge potential for students in terms of getting a right job, in terms of getting a right salary, in terms of making your career using the right foundational pillar. I wish you all the best, and we multinational companies are looking students who are passionate, who would like to take extraordinary efforts, who have the foundation knowledge in one of the pillars which I mentioned. We help them to take their career to the next layer, and you have a bright future. Thank you.